Hi everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. If you're new, hello. If you've been here before, you know the drill. My name's Diane, I'm Yew-Tree Yarncraft and I'm coming to you from Walsall in the West Midlands, where I live with my partner Richard. And this is a knitting, spinning, crochet, sewing, crafty kind of podcast. So if you're into your crafts, you're in the right place. It's been a while, as usual. I make you all these promises of I'll be here, I'm going to do it, and life gets in the way, and also viruses get in the way. Richard and I have both had a virus for a few weeks. Don't know where it came from, but it's that time of year, isn't it? I know COVID's a little bit rife again all over the country, so may have something to do with it, but we both tested negative for that, so who knows. Apparently the new strain doesn't show up on these tests, I've heard. Don't know how true that is. Anyway, how are you all? Hope you've had a good crafty month since I was last here. Since our last podcast, we've had Yarndale. We went up to Yarndale. I met my friend Moni and Marie. We had a lovely day walking around, buying, seeing. It was wonderful. I did do a little bit of filming. I don't think I had enough there to film a whole vlog of it, so I'm just going to put some bits in the beginning and the end of this of Yarndale, and show you what I bought, what we purchased, and yeah. Anyway, we'll start off with finished objects, shall we? Why not? I have one. Yay! I've got my coffee. So let's go. So Audrey's wearing my finished object, which is the Rudaba Shawl, and that is by Siobhan Bell. It was a free pattern when I bought the pattern, but I've had it in my waiting queue for quite some time, probably a good 18 months or so, over a year anyway. But I decided to knit it, and I love it. It's wonderful. Let me just grab it off Audrey here. Come on, Audrey, you have to let it go. She's also wearing my last ranunculus that I finished as well. So Audrey's a little bit see-through because she's kind of made of wire, so you can't really see. You can see the lace really well on there, but you can't really see objects very well. I need to kind of dress her first, I think, before we now I'm calling this finished, but I haven't washed or blocked it yet. So here we go. It's I can't remember how much yarn I used, but it wasn't quite. It was probably 60 or 70 grams of the. This one is a, come on, die, words, brain, engage. It's all part of the menopause, I'm sure. I just cannot get my words, and so I do apologise in advance. Yeah, I'm calling this finished, but I've got ends to weave in and it needs to be washed and blocked, so please ignore those. But there we go. It's got this lovely spine down the centre, which will, once it's blocked, straighten out a little bit and be the same on each side. The main yarn was a Lay Family Yarns Jeff that I had left over from this. Is it this one? I think it's that one. And I've still got a little bit left, so that'll go in some scrappy socks, I'm sure. And the cream is my own hand-dyed Bambi. They're both Superwash Merino 75/25, and it's just pop it on there. It's not a big shawl, but I don't like big shawls, so this is perfect for under your coat. But I'm sure you'll agree, once I've got my ends sewn in and I've washed it and blocked it, and it's fabulous. I love it. We're going to take it off because it's a bit warm. Richard's put the heating on, which, okay, we're in November, that's good, but it's quite a sunny day, even though it's a little bit nippy outside, which makes a change from all the rain we've had. I hope everyone's okay from all of that. It's been horrendous in parts of Britain. Well, I think all over the world, with these one storm on top of another. Weather's gone crazy. But yeah, that is my finished Rudaba shawl. The pattern, I'll try to remember to leave a link for everything that I talk about in the comments below. So that is that one, which that's the pattern. You can get it from Expression Fibre Arts, and I believe she's also got it on Ravelry as well. Siobhan Bell, that is by. So good make, I enjoyed it, every stitch. I think we will go to Yarndale. So Yarndale, oh my word, what a wonderful day. It was cold, but it was lovely. I don't think there was as many vendors as last year. There were quite a few gaps, and I don't know if it was the way that they'd organised it by slots, but personally it wasn't as busy, which was good because you could get into see what you needed to see, what you wanted to see, and buy what you wanted to buy. I saw some lovely makers, a few friends that I'm friends with, other yarn dyers and makers. So yeah, it was a really good day. I haven't got everything here that I purchased because some of it's already gone into being knit up. So I bought some minis from Lay Family, Kelly from Lay Family, and Nick, I believe her husband's name is. Hi both, lovely to see you. Yeah, so I bought some minis from them. They're going into my Cozy Memories blanket. So I've already started putting those in there. The one yarn that I really needed this. I saw an Instagram post, I think it was the day before Yarndale, or maybe 2 days before, but it was that week anyway. Ducky Darlings, hi Hayley, hope you're both well. She was doing a colour for Yarndale. This is this year's Yarndale colour. I just had to have it. So this will become a tee. I bought 2, but isn't it gorgeous? It's Yarndale's Darling, it's called, the colourway. It's Superwash Merino and Nylon 75/25, 100 gram skein, and Yarndale's Darling 2023. Yeah, let me just take this off because I haven't even taken the ball band off yet to have a look properly, because I was saving it for you guys. You're right. But look at that. Isn't that gonna make the most beautiful tee? Oh, look at that. beautiful, gorgeous. The greens and purples. It's coming out really well actually on there. But Hayley, you've surpassed yourself with this one. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it to death. But yeah, as I said, I saw it on her Instagram post and I was like, that's got my name on, please, thank you. And she did laugh at me when I came, when I met with her. And I said, oh, there, where is it? Where is it? I also bought a bag from Hayley as well. One of her canvas bags, I think they're called. That's got the project in it somewhere, but I haven't got it here. But that's what I got from Hayley and Nick at Ducky Darlings. They're on Instagram. Their yarns are absolutely wonderful. I do knit with a lot of Hayley's yarn. I love it. So, yeah. Don't know if she's got any more of this left. There was only a few there when I got this, so whether she'll be repeating it. Absolutely love it. Thank you, Hayley. Next, I saw Andy and Ange from Attic Spin Dye, and as always, I love their blacks. Well, Richard loves their blacks for socks. So there's the, sorry, I've pulled the ball band off so I can open it to show you. This is called Cauldron. I'm not sure if I've had this colour before, but it's a little bit different because it's got like specks of, it's got like a grey in there as well. It's like a jet black with like a grey in there as well. But I just know he's going to love these socks when we get to it. It isn't on the needles yet because I'm still knitting on his other Attic Spin Dye ones, which is Raven, which I'll show you shortly. But yeah, there it is. And that is called Cauldron. So that's another thing I got, and that's all the yarn I actually bought. Oh, so good, so good. I don't have a massive stash because I tend to buy what I'm going to use for a project, because really I don't have anywhere to save it to stash it to per se. Excuse me, I'll have to wind that again. So I don't have many places because it's a really small house. So I've got like yarn everywhere, which is Utri yarn, craft yarn, shop yarn, which we'll call that mustache. Yeah, we'll call that mustache. But what I did buy, I absolutely love both. Excuse me. I went for a run today. I'm not a runner. I used to cycle quite a lot. Excuse me. But we haven't got the bikes out for quite a while, so I'm going to have to get it out and put it on the trainer. But yeah, I went for a run today. Didn't do a mile. Was absolutely shattered, but I felt so good when I got back. So I'm going to try all the way through this month, for no reason at all, but just because it felt really good to do it every day. Yeah, I need to do something. You know, we're not getting any younger. I've joined the 60 club earlier in the year, so you know. Anyway, I can't remember the stall that I bought this from, but isn't it beautiful? It's a little case, and inside it has darning needles. That one is already mine, which it came with 2 darning needles. That's one that an extra one that I've put in there. But you get 2 needles and this beautiful turned case, which I love, which is great for just popping in your project bag, sewing your ends in. How good am I at that? I mean, I finished that Rudaba, what's it called? Rudaba Shawl 3 weeks ago. And I haven't got round to washing it, blocking it, sewing in the ends or anything yet. But I haven't felt brilliant, to be fair. So there's my excuse. You were waiting for that, weren't you? The excuse, here it comes. Anyway, I also bought some new needles. You know how I love my lick needles from Dina's Home of Craft. She was there. Hi Dina, I don't know if you watch the podcast, but if you do, there we go. And these are shorties. There is one missing out there because it's on my Easy V. I have the I have another set like this, but it's in a metal. So I've got one off here and the one out of the other case as well. One on each sleeve of that, because guys, I actually ripped back that sleeve and started again. I'll show you that shortly. But yeah, these are the lick needle shorties. I don't know if they have names, but they come with short cables and all the fixings there, and then they've also got stoppers. Oh, excuse me, I'll put that bit out. Yeah, they've got stoppers, and they come in this beautiful grey case. Oh yeah, those are lovely. Next, I wanted some fibre, because you all know I've been using, I'm pointing there because it's just sitting there, my Ashford electric spinner. Can't remember the name, it's not on there, just said Ashford, New Zealand. Anyway, my spinner. So I wanted some fibre to go with the fibre that I've already got, and you know, I'm loving my spinning at the moment. So I got this one. I bought 100 grams of this. They did have colourways, but I haven't written it down, and I didn't write it down, so apologies for that. I got I love this one. It's so rainbowy, it's gorgeous. I have been spinning a little bit of this, which I will share with you shortly. And I also got this one. So I've got 100 grams of each, which will keep me busy for a little while. But I also have this one that I bought back in the summertime. This is a Shetland. This is Shetland, and I've spun up probably 200 grams of that so far. Oh, a little stitch marker there. That came with my yarn from Attic Spin Dye. Little birdhouse, isn't it beautiful? Oh, so gorgeous. Yeah, so those are my fibres that I bought, and that I think concludes everything that I have still sitting around. Anything else, but I'll put a picture at the end of my little, I did take a picture of it all together so that you could see it all. So that's my shawl, excuse me, my shawl, Yarndale, done, check. So when I spun up some of the rainbow colour, this one, probably only a few grams just to try it, and I'd already got some of the Shetland, the brown one, excuse me, that I'd already spun. And this, ladies and gents, is my very ever first spin and ply. It's not perfect, it's thick and thin in places, as you can see, but I think that looks lovely. This was just like my sample thing, so I can say now, okay, that's a little bit too plied, or that's a little bit thick, I need to go down a little bit. I think I need to be kind of around there, and I do have pieces that are kind of, I'd say, what would you say, Aaron, a DK weight, maybe. Carla, if you're watching, I need some pointers. Carla has the Sone, Create, Repeat podcast. She did September vlogs, which were absolutely hilarious. I've watched every single one. Don't always have time to comment on each one, but I love her. She's lovely. If you have a chance and you've not subscribed, go subscribed. Where you been? She's amazing. So Knit, Create, Repeat, and it's Carla, and she lives in Australia, New Zealand. Is it New Zealand? I'm sorry if I've got that wrong. It's Australia anyway. It's that down under. Really bad impression there. Apologies. Okay, so that's my so that's how far I am with my spinning. I'm thoroughly enjoying that machine. It's so easy to do. It's just me getting my tensions correct, and you know, knowing when to let it draw and when not. And I get a little bit sort of tired with it sometimes. And anyway, so that is my Yarndale and my spinning. If you have ever have a chance to have a go at spinning, I mean, there was a lady with wheel there at Yarndale. She sells wheels, and she's been there the last 3 years that I've been. And she makes it look so easy with a treadle spinning wheel. But I am a e-spinner. I am thoroughly enjoying my Ashford e-spinner. Okay, so works in progress. Now, I don't know if I showed this on the last podcast. I think I have. I don't think it's really worth showing any of this because I've done nothing on this at all. But that's as far as I am with it. This is the Zweig by Caitlin Hunter. That's this one. I love the Zweig. I've made one before, and this is my own hand-dyed yarn, which I haven't written down. Never mind, you've seen it on the podcast before, so I'm sure you'll see it again in weeks to come. But yeah, thoroughly enjoying that. But other things, yarny, always take my attention, and I've started a new project. I know I've got 3 sweaters on the go. No, 2 sweaters on the needles at the moment, but I should be finishing before I even think about casting another project on. Not a shawl person, you know, I'm not a shawl person. but I saw this. I've had this in my queue for such a long time, and I've got some yarn there that I wanted to, that I think would look lovely in this. So I've started, and this is called the Broken Wings. I haven't pulled the pattern out. Why haven't I pulled the pattern out? Anyway, it's the Broken Wings shawl. I have. Let me try that again. That's the Zweig. There it is. Broken Wings by Locatelli. And this is how much I have so far. Let me just stand up there so it blocks the light out, because it's quite light yarn. So you've got these little picots on each wing, if you like, and then you've got all of this lace. I just cannot wait to finish this, to see all of this lace work. This is in my own hand dyed, which is a whole lot of rosy, which I think is gonna look beautiful. Sorry about that, don't sing on the podcast. Yep, whole lot of rosy, and that's sitting at all its glory. It's got all reds, blues, orange, bit of pinks, yellows. Well, there's a bit of everything in there, something for everyone. But that I absolutely love. It's a four, I believe it's a 4-row repeat. Is it 4-row repeat? No, it isn't. It's a several. You repeat from 21 to 40 8 times for this bit, and then move on to the next bit of the pattern. But there it is, Locatelli. I love her patterns. There's a cardigan actually that I've got in my Ravelry favourites that I need to buy the pattern for, but that will be a next year one, because I need a cardigan for the summertime, because I think I've only ever knit one cardigan. So I don't have many cardigans. So that is Broken Wings by Locatelli, and I'm loving it. I just wish I could find more knitting time. I say that on the podcast every single time, but I don't know if anybody's watching November vlogs. I've never seen anybody do November vlogs before. The same as September ones. I hadn't, but I think but Dear Designs is doing November vlogs, and also my Yarny Corner, they're doing November vlogs as well. I'm loving them, guys, both of you, Dear Designs and Yarny Corner. Keep it going. Love to see what you're all up to on a daily basis. It's brilliant. I just wish I had the time for it. Okay, so now these are my socks. This yarn is from Mandy at Mousewitch Yarns. She's Mouses Makes on Instagram, and she has a podcast, Mouses Makes. You all know Mandy. Everybody knows Mandy. She's brilliant. I love her. And isn't that gorgeous? This is her yarn, and this was the year of yarn for January this year, 2023. This is my own vanilla sock recipe, 1x1 rib, and these are for my son. Because I've wound it into a ball, I've got to do one sock before I can start the other. I really thought that one out, didn't I? But I've weighed this and I've still got, I think it was 60 grams. So they're going to be about 50 grams per sock. But he's a size 11 feet. He didn't want them quite long, very long, but he has got big feet. So that's that. So they'll be either finished for his birthday, which is the 10th of December, or for Christmas. Either way, they'll be gifted. Next we have, and I think I've just started the heel on this one. These are, guess who? Richard's long 1x1 rib, long leg, and I've just started the turning for the heel. And I do have two, because as you know, I like to knit them concurrently. It's like a sock tube, isn't it? It's not like a sock. This is Attic Spin Dye's Raven. Do I have the ball band? I do. I couldn't show you Mandy's ball band because it's kind of, there's not much left of it. I've just not been very careful with that at all. Apologies. This is Raven by Attic Spin Dye in 75/25 superwash merino and nylon. Love their yarns for socks. It is beautiful. As you know, Richard loves it in all the blacks. This has got like a fleck of grey blue in there. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. But yeah, so we're getting on with those. We've got maybe a couple of weeks left on there. This is my car knitting, these socks. So these are my lunch break. I have an hour lunch break, which is way too much, I know. But that's the way it is. It'd just make my day so much shorter if it was just half an hour. But anyway, they're living in one of my handmade bags. And next we have, as you know, it came back from the naughty corner last month. What is part of that one? I think the worst part, I don't know about any other people who do podcasts, but tell me in the comments, of doing a podcast is the mess that you make. You fetch everything out and then you just have to put it all away again. Audrey, have you? Oh, you've not. I thought you're losing your jumper there. He does sit up off the shoulders a little bit, but Audrey's got no shoulders, as you can see. I do have another mannequin downstairs. Richard's mum rescued from the charity shop for me, which is brilliant because it's one of the ones, it's like a polystyrene body and you can put a stocking on it and then you can pin on it, and it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But I haven't introduced them yet because I think Audrey might get a little bit jealous. So she's been downstairs for probably 6 weeks or more. No, about 5. So she's just living in the living room at the moment. So I need to introduce them, don't I? Audrey, that's enough. See what I mean? Oh dear. Oh dear. Anyway, as you remember, this went to the naughty corner because of the sleeves. Sleeve. I'd finished one sleeve, not finished, but I'd got down to probably the elbow, ready to start the colour work on the arm. And I wasn't happy with the width of it when I tried it on. So I've pulled it all back and re-knitted. So we've got, we've got wool everywhere. Sorry about the lights, it just keeps going light and dark. It's gone quite overcast out there now. It's beautiful blue sky when I started, and now the lights kind of... Can we pull you forward a bit to try and... Any better? I can see my Stephen King book over there. I'm really enjoying that. That's called Fairground. If anybody's into Stephen King, I'm really enjoying that book at the minute. Yeah, love my Stephen Kings. I've got a kind of a what's it with, I've probably got 5 boxes of books in my loft that I need since we've moved to this house. We've been here 8 years and I still haven't opened one of my boxes of books yet to put them anywhere, because I don't know where to put them at the minute. If I buy a bookshelf, where do you put it? You know. Anyway, enough about Stephen King. If you love Stephen King, Fairground, give it a go. So this is how much I've got on the second sleeve that I'm doing. So I'm almost, I think, there, ready for the colour work to start. And this one I've started, and I've almost done finished the colour work. So I've just got now I have run out of, I haven't got enough to go back to blue. It should finish in blue in the colour work, as you can see there. It should finish in the blue. I don't have enough, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back, I'm going to start the other sleeve and do down to wherever I can get to with it, and see how much blue I've got left. If I can put the blue in, I shall. I don't think I'm going to need it though, because I think it will make the sleeve too long, because already that is, bear with, that's already to here. I like long sleeves and I do want a long cuff, so I've got to get back to the pink to finish off the pattern, as is there after the blue. So I think I might just finish it from where it is there, finish it off with the pink main colour, and then just put the cuff on there. I've got colour work on my sleeves. That's all I wanted. Colour work sleeves. So yeah, so let me just, so we're getting there, guys. It's not in the naughty corner anymore. It's soon going to be sweater weather enough for this anyway, because this is quite a heavy fabric. I'm dreading actually washing and blocking this, because it's non-superwash merino. I've never knit up non-superwash merino before. Don't know how it's going to behave, so I need to do a little bit of research on how to wash and block it for the best results. But as you can see, we're almost there. Once I've finished both of the sleeves, I'm going to go back and rip this back. I want it a little bit longer, so just do a little bit more hem and then bind off using a different bind off, because I didn't like how tight, if you remember, that bind off is around the waist. So watch this space. But I'm hoping to have that off the needles within the next couple of weeks. Hope. That's the operative word. Whether we get there, we've got wool all over the floor. See, that's all the blue I have left, which is a beautiful colour. But because I didn't write the recipe down when I dyed the yarn, I don't know how to do this colour again. I have a fair idea. I know the colours that I used to get that blue. It's how much of each. use. And I don't want to experiment. Plus, I don't think I have any more of this non-superwash left. I have ordered some because there's a couple of people who've asked for specific colourways in the DK. So yes, that's living in one of my bags. The last time I did this, I said, oh, I wonder if this will be the thumbnail, and it was. I was amazed. I'll put those are the rest of the, I do have another skein of this colour downstairs. I was hoping not to have to break into that, but because I don't think I'm going to use a DK for anything else, to be honest. But I could always do some mitts with it, couldn't I? Comment below, what could I do with, it's probably going to be about 75 grams of DK non-superwash. Make some really warm mitts with me, we'll see. But ideas down below if you have any. And that's it, guys. That's all my knitting, all of my Yarndale, and we're at 41 minutes. So as we know, these things take forever if you take them too far. But I am going to show you, because on the last podcast I said I weren't going to show my shop update. I was going to do a separate video. I do apologise, I never got round to that video. That's when the lurgy got me, and I just didn't find the time or the inclination to get it done. So I do apologise for that, if you were waiting for that. If you were here for just the podcast, thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure. Consider subscribing if you aren't already. Really helps the channel. Let me know down below what you're knitting on, what you're crocheting on, what projects you're doing. And I'll see you guys on the next one. And for those who want to see what went into the last update, stick around. So I have sold a couple of bags since the last update, so apologies for that. But these are the ones that are still in the shop. So this is the skulls bag, and I've done a little bit of embroidery on my new machine because it does a little bit of that as well. It's got two front pockets as usual. It's got a full length zip, and we have the spider fabric inside there, and the handle. There's one. We have I do apologise, I can't remember what this fabric was called. I don't know if it is a William Morris. I just loved it. It's two front pockets. It's got a blue zipper, contrast the blue on the, so it's got the blazing orange inside, and the handle. And these bags are all just over 14 by 13, so it's a pretty big bag. I mean, it'll hold quite a good project. All of these are exactly the same size because I use the same format. Full length zipper. This is quite robust material, this one. It's not that they all aren't, but this just seems a little bit thicker than what thicker a cotton. So you've got that burgundy on the inside, you've got two front pockets on the outside. Okay, and the handle, again 14, just over 14 inches by 13, and I absolutely love this one. If this doesn't sell, I'm going to be keeping it. So you've got that contrasting pink inside. Beautiful flowers. I don't know what they're, again, I need to start looking at what these fabrics are called, because I don't buy fat quarters. All of my bags are made from fabric off a roll. And there's your handle, as usual. It's got a different zipper on there. And all of my bags, in the past I've made maybe 2 or 3 from the same fabric. Going forward, they're going to be one-offs, and a lot of them that are in the shop already are one of a kind. So I'm not going to be making any more of these. This one, I had some material left from bags that I've done in the past, so hence that's why you have one of these in there. But going forward, they're all going to be one of a kind. So if you see it and you love it, snap it up, because there won't be another. Okay, so now we get onto the yarns. I have some yarns here that are going to feature in the next update, which will be hopefully next Friday. I've got some Christmas Eve boxes that I'm doing at the moment. I don't know if I can bring that over to show. Let me just see if I can get it without, excuse me, almost caused an avalanche. But I've got some bags to make to go in here, so they're going to come with a little sock bag. So it'll be, they're all 20 gram minis. I'm only doing 4 because I don't know how they're going to go. I don't know if anybody would be interested. So I've just dyed enough yarns for 4, which is a nightmare when you're doing mini skeins. It just takes up so much time. But I absolutely love all of the colours that I've put into this. It's blood, sweat and tears. But there are going to be some little 10 by 10 sock bags to go in with this. Or little project, it's a small project bag. I have started with the little message on the front. So if you see between now and my next update, which is probably going to be next weekend, fingers crossed, if I can get these bags done this week. If you'd like a different message, if you'd like to order one, if you'd like a different message on there, let me know in the comments below if you're interested in a box and what message you'd like on there. Otherwise they'll all just say Merry Christmas. You can have your name on there or whatever message you like. But anyway, this is the box. Oops, this isn't the finished article at the moment. This is just me playing at what it might look like. So apologies if you don't like that colour of paper. It's not going to be this colour. It's going to be more of a Christmassy vibe paper that goes in there. So those are the colours. You've got a greens, you've got a little bit of everything really. Okay, and they're going to come packaged in this box with, like I say, a little project bag and a couple of little treats as well. I still have to do the flyer to go in the box with what the yarns are called, and still quite a bit of work to do. If I can get them all, there's the box. I think it's a 10 by 10 box, which is, I don't know if it'll go through, I don't think it'd go through a letterbox, but it's classed as a small parcel anyway. So those are to come. If I can get them done for next Friday, next weekend's update, they'll be in the update. If not, it'll possibly be the week after, but there's still such a lot of work to do for such a small. I'm only doing 4, so you know, trying to get that round work and everything, it's just a little bit hard. But do let me know if you're interested down below, so I can move forward with getting them done and getting them up there for you. Okay, so next we have some yarns. This is called Pink Fizz. These are ones that are now, they went in the last shop update. So that's Pink Fizz. I'll just quickly go through these. There's 3 of those. We have Ghost Orchid, which is a beautiful creams and purpley. Well, that's true to colour there. That is true to colour. So, and I've got 6 of these, and there's 4. Where's the other 2? They're hiding somewhere. Where are you? Anyway, there should be 6 of those. 2, 3, 4. They're probably in another box. Anyway, anywho, that's Ghost Orchid. Okay, then we have Ice Cap. And there's 3 of those. Marvel, because I think it just looks like Marvel. This is one of Richard's, and I still think he does the best colours. There we go, that's Marvel. We have, there are 3 of these. Wedding Bouquet, and that's like a beautiful kind of pastel orangey. Well, that is true to colour, to be fair. Yeah, there's 3 of those. Festive. I believe we've only got 2 of those left. Boho, I think you've seen before. Oh no, we've got 3 of those. I have another one there. Festive. And Horror Story. We've only got 1 of those left. That seems to be quite a popular colour this time of year. And then we have Spring Green, which is like a pastel-y green. It's a little bit darker than what it's coming up on there. Yeah, slightly darker than that. I can't get the... No, can't get the light right on that one. But I think it looks better on the photos on the Etsy shop. There's 3 of those. And yeah, let's just move these back down there out of the way. I'm just wondering what I've done with all those. No, these haven't got name. This one hasn't got a name at the moment. And I'll have, I think, another 3 colours in the other room that I haven't twisted yet. But these are going to be in the next update. Richard's, again, this is a Richard colour. And he does have a name for it. He just hasn't told me what it is yet. But he writes it in the book, in our little Bible. There's 3 of those. we will see. And you'll be able to check out those new yarns in the shop next weekend. And everything else that I've shown is already in there. So we're coming up onto an hour now. This is going to take me forever to upload. So let me know what you've been knitting on, crafting on, sewing on in the comments below. I've had a fantastic new sewing machine. I'll have to show you that on the vlogs in the future. Which I think I said last time as well. But yeah, leave me your comments and your thoughts on anything. You know, I love to see your comments and get interactive with you guys. So yeah, if you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do so. It helps the channel. Stay well, stay safe, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye.